supposed to be mythology.
Hey, I mean, I'm not so sure on my mythology, but too Hollywood.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Anyways, almost as mythological as Pex here, taking forever to connect to this game. And we're having a little night-for-rooney here at long between the teams. I'm sure you already mentioned it, Rhythm and TST. And I'll let you take away the Rhythm roster. As I mentioned, on TST, Statutory Ape. Got to be careful with that one. Volcano, Anger, Adrenaline. And last but not least, Pex, the last connected member of both teams.
Yeah, and for the Rhythm side, losing the knife round all down to Sin. We got Assailant, John, Mainline, Ricks, and Sin. And correct me if I'm wrong, this seems like a bit of an impromptu roster unless they've forged a team in my absence.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the FACEIT system is it happened earlier in the tournament. You can literally press a button and get put into a mixed group, a pug, to enter the tournament, which I think is a really cool feature. And I think that other groups should incorporate it. It's neat, and it populates all of the matches, and on top of that, you get to have that competition experience, which is a lot of people can't get to have because they simply don't have teams.
Yeah, I mean, granted, you're not going to get a team like Rhythm or TST, but still make your way deep, get some experience in and everything. But these two teams, Rhythm and TST, Rhythm, the firepower on their team is absurd. Every one of their players is an ESCA frag star. Every one of them is the person you see in the pugs, just wrecking everybody, having blow-away pugs. But for the TST team, you see nothing but experience and firepower on their roster. So really, this is quite a random map, in my opinion, for these two teams. It could go either way, in my opinion, although I think the Stream team has the advantage. Rhythm definitely has the firepower to fire back. However, this pistol round, so far going to the Stream team, have made their way up, already made their way up cat, and have gotten the bomb planted. Little reply there by Assailant, narrowing it down to a 2 versus 3. The Stream team sitting pretty here inside of the A bomb site. Going to need to see some amazing dinks coming in here from the Rhythm side. Not exposing themselves is the Stream team. Planning it for Cat, interestingly. But there is one player at the Igloo taken out. Trade by Mainline, but not enough. The Stream team makes their way up middle to Cat, and Rhythm can't. I think Rhythm has a chance here.
That bomb plant just got them so much bank. Win or lose that round, they would have been buying right now. And Statutory Ape with 2 big kills. He's going to buy a bunch of grenades. 1 frag, 2 flashes of smoke. He's got the bomb and armor, so he is set for this round. The rest of his teammates holding on to, what is that? Pex is holding on to a MP7 and some armor. He's going to push in a B here, but starting off this round, Adrenaline taken down at 17 HP by the scout of the number 6 player, Sin. However, Ricks does go down right away, and Statutory Ape getting his 3rd kill, I believe, already. Pex chiming in with another. And quickly, we're in a 5-on-3 here. Rhythm, not off to the start they wanted in this round. However, they are on an economy. Oh, there's the scout of Sin.
Nice.
He finds his first victim this round. Pex on the bench as the CTs look to defend A here. The Terrorists running their way up. Cat Adrenaline in the middle of the take here, in the thick and thin of things, at 17 HP. Finally managing to take down John on site there. The bomb will go down. That will be extra bank here for the Terrorists, and now the last CT live is Assailant. He's holding on to an MP7. Probably going to want to upgrade that in lower. He might be able to catch Anger around the corner here. Nope. Anger's going to pop him with the Galil and win the round for TST as a result. Bomb planted, round 1, and plenty of kills there for the Terrorists. So they're sitting pretty right now in the bank department.
Yeah, definitely doing what they need to do on the Terrorist side, not allowing too many frags to come towards their side. For the Rhythm side, not enough money to really buy too many of those devastating pistols, as we only see 1 CZ, a couple of P250s. However, on a map like Dust 2, I'd really like to see a whole bunch of CZs on their side. But for Rhythm here, they're playing a 2-1-2, just kind of playing it passively. I don't like this at all. I'd really like to see them pick a bomb site to stack, or pick somewhere to stack to have a better advantage when they finally do show themselves, the Terrorist side. So now they only have 1 playing middle. It gets taken down immediately for the CT side, and now the Stream team is just running straight through them. Playing a default setup in an eco round, you're relying on the other team to not hit their shots, in my opinion, and just really didn't work out for them at all. Absolute shutdown.
Yeah, Rick's the last one alive, just probably going to try and scoop up a gun here. There are no dead terrorists yet. He does have the CZ-75, pushing his way up, Cat, listening for a kill here. Adrenaline and his teammate Sagittary 8 below him. We'll see how this pans out.
He only gets one. He could have had the second one. Tries to go for the hop down. But that CZ only has so many bullets in the chamber. If he could have got the second one, that's a lot of economical damage. But again, Stream Team up 3-0, and if Rhythm plays all their ecos like that, Dust 2 is a map that you can really surprise the other team with ecos. Just, you throw a smoke middle, they have no intel, stack a bomb site, do something crazy, don't just play a 2-1-2.
It's a Silent versus Adren. Adren's picking from Suicide here. Assailant gets smoked off with the AWP. Both members trying to pick mid, but obviously that utility getting in the way. Assailant flashed in mid here. No kills just yet. Adrenaline's going to work up Cat, and he's taken down by Assailant, starting off this round. $1.25 on the clock to go, and Adrenaline is on the bench, so he's got a while to wait before he plays again. And Assailant needs that kill so much. That's his second of the game. John getting on the board finally. His first kill of this match comes in round number 4. He's at 1-3 right now. Great there for the counter-terrorist. It is a 5-on-3, the exact start for gun rounds that Rhythm wanted, Laser.
Yeah, and what I'm liking from the CT side here is they're not afraid to go for the initial picks and everything. They're not waiting for the terrorist side. They're peeking all the angles necessary. But now for the Stream Team, they're trying to come out the middle after suffering a few frags, and so far not going too well for them, as they only have 2 players up. They do take down the last player in B. Right to the smoke. It's Pex. Shaky shake. Going back to old school, but John, the new school, replies, but down to a 1 versus 2 year statutory. Abe misses the first frag, does not bite on the gun drop. One peeking from up top, and that's exactly how you trade an opper in a 1 versus 2. Peek them both at the same time. Even if he hits one of you, your teammate should be able to back you up, and that's the first round for Rhythm. And if Rhythm can keep getting the opening frags like that, just like they did at the start of a gun round, I don't see them having a problem with how the Stream Team is going to take this map, because based upon how I seen them play the last map, the last they played this map in the tournament, they struggled. So I really think Rhythm has a chance here.
Statutory Ape, it was a good job to pick up the AWP. Unfortunate that he was stuck in that 2v1, but look at the CTs right now. Rhythm's running a 2-op setup on Dust 2. One of the only maps, arguably, that you can do this on. Pushing long right away is Anger. He gets taken down by John as he continues to hold that pit angle as he did last round, finding another opening frag. Round number 5. There are more terrorists in long. That is 1, 2, 3 terrorists. Make that 2 as Rix gets one more. And now stuck in a crossfire are Pex and Volcano, looking for one on their right and one on their left. There is a smoke holding things off there. Picked in the back of pit is John. Rix trades one out and then gets traded himself by Pex. And the action is fast and furious here as Sin and Mainline look to hold A. Getting one on Cast. Statutory Ape is on the bench. Assailant rotating around from mid. And suddenly it's a 3v1. Pex is going to need to ace to win this round. He's holding onto the bomb, 100 HP, and a flashbang. Still having to worry about his flank. He does throw down some smoke as cover here. He's going to pick from the back of pit with the AK. Try and get a frag here. Sin is looking from the safety box in B. And I like this peek from Mainline here, knowing that he's there, recognizing that, jumping on the car, peeks wide, gets the frag. Official Pex goes down, and Rhythm is within 1 of tying it.
Yeah, and on a map like Dust 2, Rhythm may not be, I mean, I could be wrong here, but their roster doesn't look like they're an actual team, just maybe a team for this tournament. And on a map like Dust 2, this is the perfect map for a bunch of raw fraggers to show their worth. Because on Dust 2, the best team doesn't always win, in my opinion. So, this is the perfect map for them to do the work. So we'll see here. They are grouped up outside of B for the Stream Team, and they are just going to rush straight in here. The B player is Mainline, spots one, dropped immediately, but Assailant is there. Assailant needs to get another one before everything is smoked out and everything. However, it is only an eco for the Stream Team, so don't necessarily have the nades. They have gotten the bomb down. 2 players in the bomb site. Adrenaline onto the Assailant. So, oh, but Rix trades him off right away. It's all down to Adrenaline. Finds the dink, not enough. John comes around the corner. So not a bad eco round at all for the Stream Team, but like back to 3-on-3 anyways for the scoreboard. So
John was all
back
eggs.
at him.
He was all eggs in the first round. Now he's going John Wick on these fools. Do you see what I did there? That was great, dude. I should be in professional broadcasting. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I cringed and then I salivated. I mean, it's a weird experience.
I'm sure Keanu Reeves is praising me somewhere. So missing the op frag at the beginning of the round was, I believe, Statutory Ape. Adrenaline's going to try his luck as well. However, he is smoked off. Assailant is picking from triple boxes. Mainline was legged as he crossed. So that is an advantage just a little bit for the Terrace. Assailant is also, or Mainline and Assailant both dropped low from off
and that's
legs
all
here.
Through middle.
There are 4 Terrace stacked up in mid. It looks like we might see a mid B take or a fake to Cat. We'll see how that pans out as Sin takes down one in long, revealing him and John playing the crossfire there. Anger's going to rush up Cat. Sin is going to fall back from long, the counter terrace of Rhythm, and pick from that slant box on ramp. So a good rotation right now for the number 5 player on the counter terrace team. Anger, Adrenaline, Statutory Ape all bunched up here on Cat, ready to make some magic happen. They are stalling right now. They're going to, you know, kind of work some picks, see if anyone decides to get undisciplined and make a push here.
Yeah, what I don't like from the stream team here is on the rounds that they've lost like this, going for the initial pick and failing, after that they've kind of floundered. So it looks like they may be priming up for a mid to B. However, Rhythm is not giving them anything to look at. Oh, but then Mainline finally peaks and is taken. So now the remaining terrorists are trying to make their way into B. There's only one B player that's assailing with an op. Needs to hit the miracle. He does! Oh, and another player gets taken down for the stream team in the meantime. So we could have been looking at a 4 versus 2, but instead, or 4 versus 3, but instead we're looking at a 4 versus, or a
Look
3
at the
versus 2 now. Oh my
Rick's and
god.
Sin.
Yeah, down to Adrenaline in the 1 versus 3 here. He gets the first one. Oh, and Rix finally takes him down. But man, I got a little caught off guard at the end there. Like the trades back and forth, I really didn't expect Assailant and one of the teammates to hit the picks when they were coming into the bomb site. But then they traded right back. So nicely done by the stream team, but again, not enough.
They did get the bomb down, and that's the reason they're holding guns right now. And if you're thinking about your economy game, that was a win. Not necessarily a win on the board. They are facing their first loss. Well, they're trailing for the first time this game. So TST off to a strong start, winning those first 3 rounds, but losing 4 straight. So a bit of a back and forth affair between these two teams right now. Sin catching one with the CZ. Adrenaline goes down. Too easy for the CZ as Sin, Rix, and John all look to hold A here. Assailant working from mid mainline in B, waiting for any sort of flank or ninja, some sort of play on the side. It's not going to happen right now. Pex, Ape, and Anger all in mid. Rix smoked off on Cat, still peeking the Ang there. Anger's right up close to him on those Cat stairs. All he has to do is peek around the corner, and there is some conflict right there. It is a 4-on-5 right now. TST is down a man, looking to make something happen, trying to generate any sort of offense here. Rix manages to escape, dropping down Cat. Anger trying to come in and look for the trade. He gets it. John's down on sight. And it looks like an A hit here. Sin is taken down in long, sprayed down by Anger. The complexity veteran now playing with TST. Anger gets another. That's a hat trick. He's having a great round right now. And he's going to go hunting here as he works his way down Cat. He's going to look for a flank mainline, trying to push up on A from spawn. Assailant's going to try and jump on Cat. He has an op, peeking the angle. Grenade out. He's going to flash himself in. Anger's going to turn around. Oh, and nice shot by Assailant to end the streak of Anger. Statutory Ape caught on Cat out in the open, manages to get Assailant anyways. And now, mainline, trying to get that jump shot from Elevator's not going to work. Ape's going to clean up. And that's 3 for Anger, 2 for Ape, and a win for TST.
Yeah, and it's not even like TST's strat had anything to do with it there. That was Anger coming up when it mattered. His team was already down a frag. Decides, you know what, I'm going to kill 3 people right now. And then puts his team in the correct position to win the round. However, Rhythm here has a chance to break TST's monetary rhythm, as if they do lose this round, their money is going to be shattered yet again. So big round coming in from both teams. TST really needs this round if they want to come up on top of this half, because on the terrorist side of Dust 2, if you're that kind of team that relies on like orientation rather than fragging on Dust 2, I really think this is where you need to put in the rounds, because for the Rhythm side on terrorist, we have Assailant, Mainline, Rix, and Sin, all absolutely renowned fraggers in their own right. So I'm looking pretty scared here for the stream team, unless they can put up a bunch of numbers here right now. But trade frags at lower here. Ricks trades his life for Statutory Ape. This gives a lot of intel to Rhythm on where the terrorist side is. But showing no signs of falling back is the stream team. Oh, it ran right through the smoke onto main line. But trade from Assailant. In the meantime, Sin finds one as the terrorists try to come into the bomb site. Down to a 2 versus 2. Adren trades him right back. John and Assailant. Assailant dropped by Pex though. 1 on 2. John. Very unknown, but really good player. Could show his worth right here, but no, Adren spots him from the doors, which is going to allow Pex to stay right on it, and Pex right through the door in his traditional French sense. Takes out John, and the stream team is now up 5-4, but Rhythm, damn, they got to save twice now.
Womp womp. Well, I could, like, when was the last time we saw an eco? I mean, it feels like forever. This game has been a gore fest between the two teams. Only 2 of these rounds being objective-based. The rest of them eliminations. Round number 7 was a time running out. Pex gets the opening frag on the echoing Rhythm here as John and Sin push up. Long, not sure it's going to do much in the way of help as Volcano is waiting outside Long for exactly what they may be planning. Rix is in mid. Might fight against Anger and Adrenaline here as Rix peeks out through the door and eats a bullet to the head from the AK of Anger. Anger getting another frag. He's sitting at a 6 and 7 score. That's 6 assists. Very impressive from Anger as they work their way up. Cat, Anger, Adrenaline, and Ape as A is wide open here. John is stacked up in Long with Sin. Volcano may grab the bomb. He's waiting for a lurk push, but the CT is thinking better of it, not biting. Oh, it looks like they're going to go right now just as Volcano looks away here. Pex over at B, gets a kill onto Assailant. And, oh my god, Volcano peeking Long the whole time, looks away for a second, and finally the CTs come out, but it's not gonna matter. He headshots both of them. They couldn't have asked for better timing for Rhythm there, pushing at Long.
Yeah, definitely, but it's a volcanic eruption of experience. The man's 30 years old at this point. He knows better. Finds the 2 kills as they come out middle. But Rhythm here, they weren't doing bad at all. But now they're down 6-4 on Dust 2 on the CT side. The initial picks were going in their favor. I really don't think they should switch anything up. So we'll see if they do that. They do have 3 players playing Long here for the terrorist side. Setting up at middle, garnering control of middle. As at the middle of Dust 2, you could switch back to either site so easily. So that's what they're looking to do here. We do have 1 player pushed up real close at middle. That's Assailant. Top fragger of ESCA, winning all your prizes every month. Not sure if he's still doing that, but he is pushed up at the middle here. He has a big opportunity to make a play. 3 terrorists primed to take into the A bomb site. Only Rick's in the A bomb site. He does have a little help now. But where are the terrorists eventually going to go? They can go mid to B, or they can go up catwalk here. They have 1 prong on each side of the map here. 1 sitting in the tunnels and 1 sitting outside of Long A, and they are going to be pressuring up cat here. Who's the frag going to go to? It's only Rix, who's playing such a passive angle. He spots 1, but Anger decapitates him immediately.
Oh my god.
And the second one, Anger, Todd, needs to calm down right now, otherwise Rhythm is going to be suffering. If this man gets on point and goes on to the CT side with that same momentum, it's going to be rough. But Assailant and Mainline battling it back to a 3-on-3. Anger has been dropped. Making their way into the bomb site. The CTs are very low. They trade on the catwalk. Mainline comes up big, down to a 1 versus 1. Adrenaline has been here before, has collected some monumental clutches, but it is against Mainline. Comes down to this. Whoever collects the head of the other one, and it's going to be Adren, who peeks out the wide. Mainline was looking for the headshot spot, and that's another round for the stream team that could have went to Rhythm.
He's going to save that gun too, which is important. And they have a B spawn, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a B rush here. We see Pex going to probably go for that quick pick at B. That jump from Anger was retarded, man. That was crazy.
Stop it.
Please. So 2 over at B for TST as they look to build on this 3-round lead here in the 12th. First half of the FACEIT 20K Invitational Qualifier, John Wick. Going ham right now with Theater above. Right here. But, Volcano is going to get that push from Long, that push he also waited for seemingly most of this match so far. And finally he catches one. It pays off. Ricks goes down. Sin is still at long. That duo continuing to try and play long. It's not working out so well as they are ecoing this round. But if you look at the Q menu, TST is on the comeback right now, winning 4 in a row, answering directly to Rhythm's 4 rounds in a row, and they're looking to get 5 now against the ecoing Team Rhythm.
Yeah, now they're coming straight up the catwalk, eliminate the last player there, John, Sin, and Assailant all go down. But at the beginning of the round, don't know if you caught it, but Statutory Ape was lagged out a bit, and then they had one of their teammates sitting there with them as to make sure the bomb doesn't go down, so maybe a little connection issues player side, but they only sent 3 players out, and they got the job done, and then TST just came through and rolled through them.
So a B rush here from TST as they look to muscle their way inside. The smoke goes down, they run out, back facing forward, turning around for the flash. Inside his main line, he is taken down by Anger. Ricks gets a pick in mid with the AWP. Another terrorist falls, that's Anger. That's a big pickup for the CTs as Assailant gets 2 with the AWP, picking from window, doing work right now. Can't get a third. Statutory Ape ends that kill streak before it ends the terrorist. Nades go out of sight. Ricks is going to get dropped from that grenade. No, actually, it's going to go off into the little crevasse and block all the damage. From behind is John in B pushing around. Pex looking to hold off that flank as he's dropped down to 14 HP. Great jiggle peeking there from John. He's doing a lot of work from tunnel, just being a nuisance for the terrorists here, but pushing up is Pex. He's going to try and catch John reloading. John's having none of that. Sin ends the round with an op frag on a Statutory Ape. They can't even get the bomb planted. That's huge. Rhythm needed that so badly as they look to at least almost tie the half, 8-7. They're definitely going to need it as CTs. It's always a little more comfortable to play as a CT since the kills come to you.
You know, I have to disagree on Dust 2. On Dust 2 especially, I'd much rather go for the frags than eat a flash and have to resist it. So for a team like Rhythm, when they have nothing but all-star fraggers, on the terrorist side, I expect them to be really deadly. But on the stream team, you can expect really tight, coordinated holds. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup coming into the next half. But this round, the stream team coming straight out the middle, trying to apply a whole bunch of pressure. They do have a player long, which leads me to expect that they're going to go ahead and fake back to Cat eventually. If this long player does do anything, Assailant does get 1 frag. And look at the CT's health. A couple of them are fairly low. A B player pushes its main line, Adren 2-wise. Does take him down, and even the player count back up at 4 versus 4.
What was that you were just saying about going for kills there?
I was wrong, but
no, there was a point to that, but I mean, you look at that with mainline right there. He knew that there were low members of the terrorist team. Like, they had a total advantage there. They got that pick at B. I guess they're waiting for a rotation as Ricks and Ape are gonna trade. It's 3-on-3 now. Sin's at 1 HP, Laser.
Yeah, so low. Sin. He is watching the long cross. However, nobody's going to be crossing. And his teammate John's taken down. And Sin's going to take the whole long way reach around. However, his teammate is sitting at CT. And Max Assailant is a fragger. I'm really shocked that he's not going for any sort of aggression right now. Looking for the next round. So I really want to win this is the CT side. If my John Madden quote is correct. And now Sin peeking up the long, misses the shot. Expect them both to save now, as Sin was going to go for the shot, and that is going to be it for that round. The stream team, though, really held it together. I really thought Rhythm had a chance to run away with it there, but the stream team putting it together, and now Rhythm. For the terrorist side, I don't know if you have the same premonition as me, but I think the stream team is going to have problems holding them off.
I like that save, though, in that last round, because if you look at the economy of Rhythm, it's a little bit wrecked right now. They needed all of the firepower to carry over into the 15th as possible.
I really like how they went for the initial shot, though, because if Sin hit that shot, they were going for it.
Statutory Ape holding on to the auto sniper for the terrorist. Volcano still working that long lurk. Don't know if he's going to push out. He's definitely in the A hall right now. Adrenaline and Pex both working the B tunnel. Bomb on the back of Pex. He's just going to play up close by that smoke, YOLOing with the bomb on his back. Mainline pushing from behind. Oh my god. Mainline paying dividends right now, getting that early pick. The bomb is down at B Hall. That's going to be, that might work against them because look, now the long push is coming in. Volcano's going to make him pay. He gets 1, he gets 2. And just like that, like we've seen before, Volcano getting those 2 long lurkers. So that call at B may have forced that push at long. And it could have, you know, that was almost like a counter strat right there as that little micro battle paid dividends. Dividends. For the terrorists there to even it out.
However, in the meantime, though, the bomb has been dropped at B, so Volcano won that skirmish. However, in the B bomb site, Mainline pushed straight through the tunnels, back-to-back, double down, and got the frag the second time, and then Assailant was able to get the frags there.
The old 3-op setup for the CTs.
Oh my gosh. Sin takes down Volcano L and then gets a nice shot onto Statutory Ape, the flick headshot.
Anger!
Bringing it down to a 1 versus 2. Oh my god, Mainline gets it. Anger was on the verge of a calamity for the CT side, but no.
I
Rhythm
think if
is able
Anger
to pick
had
up
fired
the
a
round.
shot there, it would have been a headshot. It's just like I had a tingling sensation.
You had that false premonition.
Yeah.
But man, what a close match here.
That was
And
a dynamite
pistol
half.
round.
Look, yo, Laser, 2 of those rounds went to objectives. That's how deadly that half was. What was that? Round number 4 and round number 6. Both defuses. And, what was that? The bomb actually exploded for the terrorist. How many times there?
Man, I've never
Twice or
even
3
been
times?
exposed to that statistic before.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the queue menu right now, but a long rush right here for Rhythm, right out the gate. It's Pex is going to spot that real
The ball,
quick.
the
5
cojones,
terrorists
man.
right up long. John getting the Glock pick from miles away. That's got to be frustrating for Pex as the terrorists lightning fast. There's still a $1:20 left on the clock, and they already have the bomb down. So some impressive rushing power from Rhythm as they just take that site like it was owed to them. And Anger returns back for the CTs. John with 2 kills already this round and the retake game for the stream team. So they work their way up Cat, work their way up Elevator. Volcano's taken down. Sin and Mainline looking to hold from sight. Statutory Ape challenging from the plat. John
So
getting another
low.
frag with the clock. Oh, right you are, Laser. Sin, Mainline, John Assailant, all under 50 HP. And actually 3 or 4 of those names were under 20. So that was a very close round, despite the body count being so different.
And man, I was just watching Adren stream, listening to them communicate beforehand. And the last time the stream team thought the opponents were going to rush B, and they didn't. And then this time they all rush A long. So frustrating for the counter-terrorist side on Dust 2. You never know what to expect on Dust 2 for the opening pistol. Could be so many things, but oh my god, Statutory Ape with the CZ gets 1-2 before he's taken down by Sin, but narrows it down to a 3 versus 3 already. If the CTs can take this, I'm calling this for TST. That is so much momentum. However, still Rhythm players up. They have to sacrifice 1 gun per position while they plant the bomb, and oh my god, Sin gets taken down. It's time for Ricks to peek. He peeks at the wrong time, and now it's Assailant in the 1 versus 3. Gets the first one, peeks out with the CZ. There's 2 up, little to no HP, plenty of time to work with. Assailant needs to make the correct decisions right here and now. Peeks out with the P90, but look at the CTs, neither of them are peeking. They're both playing together, looking for the trade. 1 at middle, 1 peeking out by the doors. He's gonna peek back and forth. Both of them are so low. Everybody's so low. We're all under 100 HP right now. If Assailant can win this round, Rhythm is going to have a great chance. Assailant is still trying to look for it. He gets the first one, down to a 1 versus 1. Anybody peeks, anybody dies. 1 shot together. Oh my god, and Pex peeks at the right time. The Frenchman, of course, peeks at the right time and catches Assailant off guard. Man, can't ask for a closer round than that.
That was nuts. I mean, as a CT, you have the advantage when it's a 1v1 because you can come out from anywhere and the terrorist just kind of has to guess. Statutory Ape getting a kill right down. Suicide picking mid with the Clarion early in the round. So starting off, round number 18, Rix is on the bench early as Rhythm After that quick victory, suddenly finding himself on the eco again. John does get a pick. He's had a great game so far. He didn't look amazing in the first couple rounds, but boy, has he turned it on like a light switch. Sin is sitting at Xbox at 44 HP, pinned down by Volcano. Volcano's going to finish him off. And Assailant and John remain for Team Rhythm. The terrorist.
I don't think they're out of this right now. I don't think they're out of this right now. Like, Assailant is posted at middle, and John is posted ready for the pit pick. He did just pick up... Never mind, they're out of this.
Rip.
Oh my god. Sorry for stealing that from you, but I really thought they had a chance. John is an ex-teammate of mine, and I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. And he's proven it right now, but he didn't right there.
Yeah. Sorry about that, just taking a little sipperoonie there. TST is up by 4 here, looking to get ever so closer to that tie point. But Rhythm's not going to let that happen. Assailant getting that long pick. I love that long pick. That's such an aggressive play, and it feels so good when you do it. And he's playing amazingly along with John. Those two combined for 31 frags here. Impressive stuff from the two terrorists, as Adrenaline is going to walk right up a ramp here and have to hold Cat against Assailant, John, Mainland, and Ricks. They are kind of derailed by his smoke as Ape and Volcano look to rotate. John gets a frag, bringing his total tally up to 16, tying himself for a top spot on the frag sheet with Assailant. The bomb will go down, planted for Cat, that very classical 1.6 spot. Volcano on the rotate gets one more. Ape looks like he's going to be saving. Volcano looks like he's going to be getting lurk kills here. So TST erring on the side of caution with some conservative economy.
Definitely. Where are they trying to save though? Looks like Volcano is going for a little aggression. If the terrorist side falls back of long, and that is the exit point. So if the terrorists exit here, massive economical damage to be done here as Volcano, looking for it, finds it easy onto Rick. And what I want to point out is, look at the terrorist sides. Look at their team and who they consist of. We have Ricks, Mainline, and Sin, and Assailant, who are all dominant players. But you got my boy John holding it down for the Rhythm side. Ricks and Mainline, if they were playing up to the standard that Assailant and John, of course, which they are capable of, we would be looking at a very tough match for the stream team. However, cards are falling in John and Assailant's hands so far. So if the other Rhythm players can step it up here, I really think they could take down a heavy favorite of the stream team. But anyways, this round, suffering a frag towards B is Rhythm, down a whole bunch of HP on Rick, so it's really up to Assailant here to find a frag with that AWP. The stream team is not nearly as peaky as Rhythm was on the CT side, so hard pressed for Assailant to find a frag as he is coming out of long. Only one player in the A bomb site for the stream team, and that is Todd Anger, who is playing so passively, and Ricks falls to Pex on Cat. So that leaves it up to the remaining 3 Rhythmic players from the long, and unless Assailant can hit a frag here, I really don't think they have a chance, Ricky.
I am calling it. Anger is going to go huge right now. 3K, here it comes. Terrorist rushing the right ramp. John on the slant box. Anger goes down right away. I eat my own words. Pex, however, trying to avenge his teammate here. Gets taken down by Assailant. Assailant in a 1-on-3, pinned down with the AWP on A ramp. He picks up the bomb, but there's already CTs descending on him with only 10 seconds left on the clock. Jumping headshot.
Oh my god.
Adrenaline.
Shut the front door, dude. That's not right. That's not how it's supposed to be.
You know, John Wick could do that.
John Wick could. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen The Matrix.
Well, I know Keanu Reeves is a god, so I'm gonna go see it.
He's thinking he's back.
What?
Isn't that the quote?
Is he?
Yeah, he's back.
Why, he is back. And so is Adrenaline right there, opening that round on the economy, the budgeted Team Rhythm here, holding on to upgraded pistol and some armor for Ricks. Don't know if it's going to do much now that 2 of his teammates are on the bench, and Assailant is already halfway dead, as all of the CTs remain in perfect mint condition. Adrenaline doesn't actually have a helmet, So he could be easy pickings for a CZ frag. And round 21 is a bit of a slow one here, Laser, as the echoing terrorists just look to push around the map, get some kills, but really coming up dry on all accounts as Anger and Pex get 2 more. Rick's the last man standing.
You know my name is John, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Laser.
First name Laser.
Last name Jesus.
Last name John.
Oh, yeah, dude, for sure.
Alright, so here for Rhythm, what they need to do, go back to what was winning for them on the CT side, straight for the initial picks, as that has been working for them again, but the stream team playing very sneaky. So where is the correct route for Rhythm to go? You know, I'm really not sure. You can see the stream team has an entirely open middle right now, but obviously Rhythm can have no information of that. And we see the stream team getting very comfortable at middle, already playing 1 up on the blue box area, which is going to cut off anybody from faking long, which is going to allow the rest of their players to focus on cat and middle and B, as which we can see as one player is playing the catwalk at A.
Actually, I really like that mid setup. Like, Anger was playing in spawn and Ape right in the B doors, so it, like, when it was empty, all of a sudden, boom, like that, it's, you know, there's 2 people right on top of it.
Yeah, there's really nothing you do in that scenario. If you see one miss your first shot and there's another CT already shooting at you, you're kind of fucked in that scenario. Oh, bad word. But anyways, here comes Rhythm coming up the catwalk here. And getting taken down by Adrenaline 1 by 1. Down to a 1 versus 3. And Mainline is going to go ahead and fall back all the way, but he is not going to have any time. He's going to have to go right back into it. Go for the pick. Take the initiative. You got it in your spine, bud. Take him out. He needs to take down the player at car. And wow, Adrenaline manages to stop, post his feet in time, and take down Mainline. And man, I really think Rhythm, if they put their talents to use, could have won this. There were so many promising rounds.
TST, though, 14 rounds in the bank. Looking to put this game away against, again, seems like I'm casting every Rhythm eco right now. And ecoing a Rhythm, they have only 8 rounds. You can tell, obviously, from the equipment value, 31,000 to 1,600. Looks like it's going to be a Hail Mary play from the terrorist, rushing right up Cat. Adrenaline's aim is true for the first top shot. The second, he's going to go for 3. He gets a 3rd, maybe a 4th here, as rushing box is John, but the pistol of Adrenaline picks up another. That's a 4K so far for him. And the ace, there you go. That's one way to bring it to tie point. Adrenaline going ham on some ecoing terrorists. It's a pretty play, for sure. But, you know, they're all kind of unarmed with pistols. However, it's always a feat of marksmanship when you have that turkey shoot going on Cat. You hit all of those shots. I believe all his op shots were 100% that round. Every op shot he took, he got a kill.
Yeah, and there's nothing more hype than when your teammate gets an ace coming into the last round. Like, we got this, boys. It's over. If your teammate shuts everybody down like that. And now Anger and Adren on the catwalk, shutting them down 1 by 1. Mainline and John. John's been a big fragger so far. Assailant finally finds some sort of recompense, takes out Pex, but trades off 2 of his teammates in the meantime. So 12 HP off and a dream for Assailant here. And this man, if it was against 4 ESEA puggers, this man would have the top RWS again. But he is against 4, or make it 3 legends. Statutory doesn't count quite yet. But 12 HP on Assailant. He needs to take down the 1 at CT before he gets peeked by the player on top of Plat. There's the Pat player. And Anger takes him down. The stream team moves on to the round of 4. Rhythm, I mean, if they could have met them in the round of 4, I mean, it really could have went either way, but I really think Rhythm might have stood a stronger chance in this tournament had they not met up against the stream team in round of 8.